Wildcat Sports Club CNY Brewfest is coming up January 31st and February 1st at the New York State Fairgrounds. Taste your way through unlimited samples from more than 100 breweries. Now featuring hard ciders, seltzers, craft cocktails, and mocktails too. Grab your tickets now at cnybrewfest.com.
Find them online at pawnpro.com.
I have Goonies.
WTLA North Syracuse, WSGO Oswego, W249BC Mattydale, W261AC Oswego, WTKWHD2 Bridgeport, ESPN Radio.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this special report.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? Think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters.
Hey, here we go. The getting it started cycle. Hello. There we go. Nice little Monday. We're all fine.
Think you can tell me
Everything's fine. Everybody's fine. Everything's gonna be fine, right? We're all good? Okay. Hello. I'm here for you, though, just so you know. It's the Sports Show, Cody Mack. That would be my name. Don't wear it out. Pee Wee Herman. 315-437-7644. That's the telephone number that you need to call if you need to talk anything all day today. I'm here for you. The 315 with Brian Higgins. Brian's here for you after that. We're all here for you, guys. Bills fans. That's kind of what I'm talking about exclusively. Let me just get this. There we go. That's not annoying at all. Okay. But we're all here for you. Everything is okay. But if you want to rant, I'll let you rant. Just don't do any real hard swears. Just do the fun swears. And then I'll let you come on and rant. If Bills fans need it, Syracuse fans, you might need it. But again, 315-437-7644 on the Sports Show on ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. That's where I am after a weekend. Yeah, it was a weekend. Oh, hold on. There we go. That was something in the throat there. We're all right. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. That's how we start professional broadcasting. We're all right. There we go. But yeah, it was a weekend that started probably not so great for area fans and then ended even worse. But yeah, we'll talk about Bills, Chiefs in a little while. We'll also do some Commanders, Eagles stuff, as well as college basketball talks that don't just involve Syracuse, whether it be against Pitt from this past Saturday, or whether or not we're talking about out at Stanford this upcoming Wednesday, where they play an 11 o'clock at night game. That's a for reals? Is that a typo? 11 o'clock our time? Like real time, Eastern Standard Time, not that crazy California IA time, but 11 o'clock. So it'll be 8 o'clock out there. I guess it wouldn't be 11 o'clock. Oh, boy. Well, good luck with that. So we'll talk about that for just a couple minutes right now in this past performance against Pitt. What else we got here lined up? Some wrestling talk. as you had Saturday night's main event this past Saturday. I love the nostalgic stuff they're doing with WWE. They're getting all you old cranky fans back involved with Jesse the Body Ventura. I'm doing wrestling. I'm from Minnesota, but I'm going to be back on the WWE. And so that will be talked about because we are on Royal Rumble week as well here on the Sports Show with Cody Mack, the greatest professional wrestling pay-per-view that there has ever been. The Royal Rumble pay-per-view. So if I could, I would just do all Royal Rumble stuff. I would just play clips from every Royal Rumble all week. every segment, all Royal Rumble stuff if I could. But we'll talk a little bit about that, and then we'll do more Royal Rumble stuff as we progress through the week, because now we're getting into the slim pickings of things that are going on here. So we'll do that in the Monday Night Raw preview as well, because they're on the Netflix now, so they can say some swears. Ooh, but first, let's go.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, now we are officially off and running on a Monday. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Hello over at qsportstalk.com. That is how you can find us on the Twitch machine. Jimmy from the Valley, who sent me a lot of dehydrated deer carcass. And it's delicious. So thank you, Jimmy from the Valley there. Kev from Liverpool, Mark, Matt from Auburn, my mom, Showgirl Fuzz. We got Swift, West Monroe, Phil, all of our friends on qsportstalk.com. I appreciate you guys hanging out. As I'm sure, despite what he said, I'm sure JJ appreciates you guys getting up into the dome on Saturday. I know he was a little cranky. And he said, don't come if you're going to boo us. He doesn't have a Southern accent, but for this sake, he does. But I guess I'm sure you're all glad that you were up there. It was at least a good game. That's not it. There we go. It was at least a good game as we start with college basketball talk today, as we'll just do some quick recapping for Syracuse Pitt. You've all have seen by now the game up in the Dome Saturday. Syracuse had the lead at halftime. You had it. 33-32 with a whole half to go. It didn't go better as Pitt took the lead, and then they couldn't quite cut into it. Syracuse. There were a lot of times when Syracuse had the opportunity to get there, and I don't know. There were just a lot of uninspiring play. There's just some guys on the team where I'm like, do you need to still have them in there? I mean, is it worth the continuous stat line of what? Where'd it go? 12 points, no rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks, because occasionally Chris Bell can shoot a three once in a great while. 4 for 9. Well, it takes 9 3-pointers. Well, I would hope he would hit some of them being the 3-point shooter. But at some point, it's like not everybody is going to be the 3-point sniper for Syracuse. It feels like that's been a weird role that a lot of guys think that they're going to fill and they need to fill where, well, we need the GMAC 3-pointer. We need the GMAC 3-point guy. And it's got to be me. I mean, it doesn't have to be Chris Bell. But I mean, at least until you get a little better. But I don't know. Because that's just not 4 for 9. 25 minutes. I don't know. Kyle Cuff, although I back him, I don't know how much weight you want to put into anything I say. Because I said put Kyle Cuff in, no points. 0 for 4, 0 for 2. 2 rebounds. Yeah, not so good. I have no idea how to fix this team, man. I don't understand. You got the really annoying guy from Pitt dropping 22 points that kept telling the crowd to shush. Where it was like, bro, I don't even think we're that loud. But, I mean, gotta hate that. Opposing teams do that stuff. But, yeah, Eddie Lampkin, though, had a bunch of rebounds. A lot of them, I mean, if you were kind of hoping that he would either have a couple of the more key rebounds or all of those rebounds, I bet a lot of people would say the more key rebounds, and I'm stealing several of these, obviously, from Orange Nation. Thank you for Jordan, I'm sure, for putting these together. But Coach Autry saying the same thing. They didn't get the rebounds that they needed. Eddie Lampkin had over 20, but not a lot of them really meant much.
When it came down to it, we didn't make the plays that needed to be made, and that was on the defensive end. Bottom line, we didn't get the rebounds. You know, we got them to miss a couple. We didn't get the rebounds that we needed to get, and it was very frustrating because it's something that we work on a lot. Spend a lot of time doing it, and then you know, to lose games, you know, because of that, you know, that's very frustrating.
Yeah, I know. Nice little shot at the whole team there. They didn't get the rebounds they needed, although Eddie, poor guy, everybody hates on Eddie Lampkin, and then he gets 20-some-odd rebounds, and then a lot of people are like, yeah, but were they the ones that count? Oh, my God, I got rebounds, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Rough game, though. I noticed throughout a lot of it that a lot of people are saying J.J. Starling probably should have gotten a lot of foul calls, but, I mean, on the ones he didn't get, he sure made sure that he complained enough going back down the court when he didn't get those calls. But, I mean, when you're the supposed leader of the team, which I don't know if he is, I mean, you got to kind of do some rah-rah stuff because somebody's got to, because it doesn't look like there's a lot of heart on the team when something goes wrong or they get ahead. They just kind of say, yeah, oh, we did good. And then they move on. Like, you got to have some passion, some Devo passion. Got to have a leader on the team that at times can't be the coach.
I'm the leader, you know, and, you know, obviously, you know, we have leaders, we have captains, but I'm the leader, and I think we all do it together. But I'm the leader, and at the end of the day, you know, this is part of this journey, right? This is part of our season. We got to keep picking ourselves back up.
Well, that's good. You're the leader, and the leader of the team, you got to pick yourself up. But the leader of the team kind of sits on that stool the entire time, regardless of the calls, good or bad. So feel free to, you know, kind of pop on up there, be a little boisterous, if you will. You know what I'm saying, Coach? I don't know. Again, I ain't no coach. I'm just a spectator. But I don't know. Things are not going well in the Cuse, and personally, I have absolutely no idea who you need to bring in, who needs more playing time. It just seems like after every game, there's like, yeah, this guy's great, but I mean, is he going to be consistent? Like this time, we got this, and next time we won't get this, and then the next time we'll get this, and then after that, you know what I mean? It's every game, it's something.
He shot the ball well from three, and I think teams are kind of letting him shoot. So, you know,
Jair Davis.
I thought he made a couple. You know, I think, you know, the balance for him is to be able to mix it up, you know, with the shot and get down low. I thought today he was pretty much on the perimeter. You know, when he got down there, I think they dug one out. So he didn't have a lot of success, and we need him to be successful down there. They did a good job of making him get off the ball when we got it in there. But overall, you know, Jair is a guy that can, you know, he can make a couple of threes, and then we need to score inside.
Again with the threes, man. Again with the threes. It doesn't always have to be that Syracuse, we need the sharpshooter. We need James Sutherland out there hitting threes, because you were 11 for 32. Maybe we back off we need guys that can't hit threes to make threes. Are we shooting three-point contests in practice? Is that what we're working on? Because if that's what we're doing, that's not working either, because 11 for 32. How about we get some nice solid chest passes? We do some nice bounce passes. We use the bank board because that's our best friend. We get some nice twos. We get some rebounds. We put them right back up and in. Instead of being like, he can shoot some threes. That's probably pretty good, right? Yeah, great. 11 for 32, great. So, again, I have no idea. Maybe it gets better against Stanford. Probably not. We'll probably lose at Stanford. And then we're staying out there at Cal. Probably a loss. And then Duke, a loss. So there's several losses in a row. Boston College, maybe a win. Probably not. Miami, at Miami. So, no, not a win. North Carolina, no. Pitt, no. NC State, no. Virginia Tech, SMU, no. Virginia, hopefully. So it's going good, SU. But, again, 11 p.m. Wednesday, we will find out, which I'm sure they will do the exact opposite, where everybody's down and negative on the team right now, and every play is awful. And I'm furious that they're taking too many threes and then saying, oh, we can shoot some good threes. And then they'll come out and hit like 20 for 30 threes. They'll beat Stanford by 15. Oh, I don't know. It is what it is, my friends. How about this? How about we take a quick break? And they'll come back, and then we'll do some odds and ends, some college basketball stuff from over the weekend, some crazy-ass Jerry Jones stuff, Chiefs, Bills, Commanders, Eagles, wrestling. I don't know. I don't know if we'll have time for Bed Bath & Beyond. Probably not. We'll be back. ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. You got to use the bank board. You got to use the bank board. What's the point if you don't? I don't know, though. I'm the leader. I don't know, Coach. You kind of plop your ass on that bench, stool the whole game. Oh. I don't know, Govendo. Whereas some of those calls may have been a little iffy, like you can't leave that AFC Championship game up to like 3 calls. I think you can't go 6 and out like that at the end. But the refs, I mean, you can't leave it up to the refs. You can't. We've been talking for 3 years how bad the refs are. It is so warm in here all the time. That doesn't really do anything. I would say the season for these are over with. One of these for the collection. The poor broken stool. The poor broken stool of doom. Did they miss a lot, though? I mean, that Dalton Kincaid one was a little short, and then that one where Josh Allen had it, I don't think he got to the first down line. Other than that, there wasn't really any roughing the passer calls. That Xavier Worthy one was weird. The tie, even if it's always a little bit close, it always goes to the wide receiver. They always do that stuff. It just looked bad because you knew it was coming with the Chiefs. You knew it was coming. Yeah, but that face mask, though, they changed that rule. If you don't yank the crap out of that face mask, they don't call it anymore. If you just kind of give it a little, hey, how you doing? Oh, I like your face mask. They don't. Believe me, I'm not supporting the Chiefs, but at some point, we can't just be like, the refs are the only reason. Somebody's got to just hit him. Did it, though? His head, he kind of just did a little, I don't know. I don't think it was that bad. But again, that was the one that, I don't know. You love it. That was the one call, then. I mean, you got to be able to overcome one missed face mask penalty. But I get it, though, when you expect it and they get it called for them so often. It's annoying, but I don't know. Right, that one they did. They were like, no, it was just this, where that one was easily. But again, I don't know what you call with that. You only call that. I don't know. It was very weird. I did see him dressed as Animal. That was pretty funny. I don't think that 4th down one, I don't think he got it. I don't think Josh Allen got it. I think it was too close. Too close.
Is it worth it? Can you even hear me? Standing with your spotlight on me. Not enough to feed the hungry. I'm tired and I felt it for a while now. This sea of lonely. The taste of pink is getting.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
I think I already played this. I don't care. I love this song. We're back. Here we are. It's a Monday. Oh, someone's got a case of the Mondays. If you know what that's from and you call in, I will give you a large Steak-umm shirt. I don't know how you'll get it. We'll have to give it your address. I don't know, mail it or something. I will leave that to somebody smarter. But if you know what that's from, I will give you a Steak-umm shirt. Why not? Because here we are on ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Cody Mack hanging out with you, watching ESPN on the TV. Jalen Hurts wearing the worst suit after the game. What the hell is that, dude? Did you borrow that from Hanging with Mr. Cooper a la 1996? You looking to snag up Rodney Pete's lady, Holly Robinson Pete? Who is dropping Mr. Cooper references? This guy. Q Sports Talk. We're having fun Twitch stuff over there. That's our Twitch feed. If you guys want to hang out, we're talking the Bills game, some of the calls. You guys enjoy hanging out with me over there, and I like hanging out with you on the commercial times. Phone call. Any salty Q's fans or Bills fans out there, or Commanders fans, 315-437-7644 as we are hanging out. Just having ourselves some fun on a Monday. It's warm now, but man, depending on where you are, we're about to get pooped on with some snow again, I think. Not a ton, but enough overnight to where you wake up and go, hey, it wasn't last night. Because you had gone to bed. But, you'd be regretful if you didn't put your windshield wipers up before you went to bed. You'll also be regretful if you did not get yourself some tickets to the Wildcat Sports Pub CNY Brewfest. It is this upcoming weekend, guys. I'm going to, listen, much like Ink's Ma, I'm going to pound this pretty good this week because we got to have you guys show up to it. Because when you support the stuff we do, then we get to do more fun stuff for you guys. So, maybe I'll wrangle up some. I forgot to ask this earlier. Maybe someone out in events out there, Katie. Maybe somebody could get me some, if they want any interviews. There's anybody that wants to talk about the Wildcat Sports Pub CNY Brewfest or any brewers or anything like that that might want to pop on. Feel free to send them my way, or maybe I'll wrangle it up myself because that's probably my job. But that'll be fun, man. Saturday is the 2 sessions, and we'll be there, Josh and myself, and Big Smoothie from K-Rock. Big Smoothie will have all his goods. Josh will be manning the K-Rock booth and helping me when my ADD takes over every 20 to 30 seconds and I end up walking away or something. Because I'm going to be selling some cotton candy and some non-adult beverages over there today or this weekend at the CNY Brewfest, presented by Sweetgrass. And they will also have a booth. And you know what Sweetgrass is. Think about it. Google it. They're a sponsor for my Cocoa Puffs show. Think about that. If they have a booth, just letting you know, it'll be worth you guys stomping over there. Just saying. All right. Before we take another break and then tackle some NFL football, let us do a little college basketball recap from this weekend, other than Syracuse Pitt up in the Dome, which was still a good game. I watched it on the TV. You had the number 1 team in the country in action, and they were actually taking on the number 6 team. A couple of teams that I think are probably going to be there when you get down to the Elite 8, Auburn and Tennessee, taking it down to the wire here as Auburn 18-1 now, getting the victory over the weekend against number 6 Tennessee.
Jahan Pettiford, McDonald's All-American. Off to Cardwell. Cutting his broom. Scoring his broom. Miles Kelly, a double-figure score.
And you heard that name right there, Broom, by the way. That was the guy that they weren't sure if he was going to be back in action. And he was big time for Auburn, 16 and 13.
Again, one-on-one with Okpara. Got to the left hand. Got it back. Blocked by Okpara. Lanier. Yes. goes. And Tennessee is back on top.
Lanier in transition after that block shot is awfully difficult. You're in scramble mode, but Zakai Ziegler was looking for...
Big Mazar defended by Lanier. Now into Broom. Kelly from the corner knocks it down, and Auburn is on top.
Here we go. Last couple seconds.
But just the
Auburn up 2.
To not only get the ball back, but hit Miles Kelly in the corner.
Broom's got it. It's still live, and Auburn is going to win it.
And Auburn wins, but I guarantee you'll see that matchup again in the future for sure. Number 1 team in the nation getting the victory. 53-51. And then speaking of teams that'll be there at the end, these guys will definitely be there as Cooper Flagg for Duke. 24-7-6. This dude is unreal.
Flagg got it. And that'll quiet the crowd temporarily as he hits a 3.
That makes sense to somebody out there.
Johnson's 3rd foul. Flagg will fire this one and knock it down. Cooper Flagg spinning, going in strong off the window for 2.
And that's exactly what Steve Forbes was concerned with, them getting into a quick ball screen action. This is NBA right here. You just go to a ball screen early, you get the switch, you know what's coming, you get the matchup you like.
Trying to keep that run alive, too. So much on the line here today. Cooper Flagg penetrates and stuffs it with 2 hands.
Speaking of stuffing it with 2 hands, up and smile. And then you have Duke, again, like I said, winning 63-56 over Wake Forest. Pretty good game there. I watched that one on the TV as well. Saturday was a really awesome kind of turnaround for college sports as we go from college football now to college basketball. And Saturday was a great day for it as you had another great game on later on in the day. And a little double overtime game as Houston sending this one. Here it is into the second overtime as number 7 Houston takes down number 12 Kansas in Kansas, 92-86.
Mayo to inbound.
That's why Hunter's in right there. Oh! Got to shoot a 3.
Wilson. Oh! And we are tied. Mayo for the win. And we're going to double overtime.
Where you would have Houston kind of dominate, even though it was only a 6-point game, though. 92-86. These next 2 games, very good games. But they are even more excellent for how the score ends up. You know what that means, don't you? I got to get a sponsor for this segment. Possibly the strip club that we have on. Super Salad Scott. I know we've talked to a strip club. That's not even me being ridiculous. Somebody knows that Cody Mack is on the roster here as talent at Galaxy. Go to talk to strip clubs. As Vanderbilt upsets number 9 Kentucky.
Oh my! I thought that was the throwdown, but no, it's an and one.
A little foreshadowing. A little foreshadowing. We knew it was coming.
Jackson Robinson, smooth, got it. 8 of them. 3 of 5 from downtown, 11 points. They got a lead as high as 7. There's a way.
Watch your head, young man. Mama used to say it.
21 points, 12 boards for the former Sooner, and then Tanner the swipe.
Averages 2 steals a game, dog.
Nice. 17 Kentucky turnovers to 5 for Vanderbilt.
And that would lead to a Vanderbilt upset, baby. Vanderbilt not ranked at 16-4, winning in at home against Kentucky, 74 to a number 9 Kentucky at 14-5 now. You know, Kentucky scored, don't you? Kentucky loses despite scoring 69. Yeah, buddy. We got a couple of 69s, including maybe the game of the weekend here. Texas A&M and Texas. I really like Texas A&M. In Texas here, dropping the upset on Texas A&M, possibly the best game of the weekend.
Wade Taylor, who was 5 of 8 from 3, all of his 15 points from just inside the horn. Aggies up 9. But then here comes the freshman.
Oh, he's gathering.
Trey Johnson, ice. Boom. That's rhythm. Horns down 7. Now it's 4. Johnson, give me 3 more. 4 for 10 from 3. 24 in the second half. Career best 30 in the game. Aggies up 1. Taylor, what was that?
Give me that.
Oh, it was not potty. Julian Larry. Texas, 1 down. Tremont Mark high off the glass, and he got it to go. Their first and only lead. Taylor for the win. Oh, man.
And you know what that lead was, don't you? Texas 70. Texas A&M losing to Texas 70-69. $69. I burped, pardon me. I agree, Mike. You're cool. You're cool. I got a tinkle. Oh, there's not many better things than drying your armpits in the air dryers. I'll tell you that much right now. Kev, the only problem with Cocoa Puffs is that it's in my apartment. So it's a little weird to just have random people up in my apartment to do to do a weed show on Thursdays at 8 o'clock at night. I've had people there for the start of Cocoa Puffs, but that, I mean, it takes a very, very special breed. I don't know what to tell you, Mike. Maybe someday. I'm so high, there ain't no way I'm going to be opening up extra windows and stuff. What are you, nuts? Have you watched Cocoa Puffs? V-mix him in. I can't spell V-mix when I get 10 minutes into that show.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Hello? What are you doing over there, you rascals? You bunch of rascals out there on ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Sports Show, Cody Mack. That's me. That's me. Oh, my uncle's listening. Hello, Uncle Joe. What are you doing? I don't think he's under a 72-hour watch after that Bills game. Not sure. 48. Don't worry. You'll get him sooner or later. You got to watch, Bills fans, you got to watch, especially my Uncle Joe, you got to watch them be in 4 straight Super Bowls. The Dallas Cowboys haven't been to the NFC Championship game in like 30 years. So, Bills fans, everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. I promise. You still got Josh Allen. Dude's a beast. You want Dak? Straight up trade right now, Josh Allen for Dak. Yes? You can't be miserable anymore. You got Dak for the misery and Josh for Dak. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. What I do think is that you'll be hanging out with us over at the Wildcat Sports Pub CNY Brewfest on Saturday. Friday is the VIP party. Tickets for that are getting close to sold out, 300. So if you want to get in there and drink beers that are even more exclusive than the ones you're going to see on Saturday, get over to cnybrewfest.com right now. There's also going to be a ton of other stuff. I heard a commercial on the radio today, maybe right over here, about there's like a retro video game station. I will absolutely, maybe what? Well, NHL 94 or something? But that's cool. That'll be fun to go check out because there's a lot of other things here for you guys to catch a nice buzz and then stumble around the horticulture building, sampling pretzels and popcorn and cheese-filled pepperoni and dumping barbecue sauce into your face and stuff like that. Be a good time. Tickets available now. Either session, you pick. CNYBrewfest.com. And, guys, now until Christmas, saved... Good update, Bill. Brewfest presented by Sweetgrass. And I will say it again. If you know what Sweetgrass is, you know that you need to get over to their booth immediately on the day of the CNY Brewfest. Because, well, you know. All right, let's talk before we do some Commanders Washington stuff here. We're going to do a lot of Bills coverage tomorrow. Because I forgot I had a lot of post-game stuff, and then I got little pieces of Josh Allen doing some press stuff today, so maybe I can get more and then play a lot of Bill stuff tomorrow, because you might need a day to recuperate. We'll do Washington, Philly today, talk a lot about that. Everything will be okay. But first, what we're going to talk about is the coaching hires that have been filled. More importantly, a mom joke. Insert here. No. The Dallas Cowboys hire of Brian Schottenheimer. Yeah. Who? I know. Or you're saying, wait a minute. And if you're saying, wait a minute, with a pondering sound, it's because you remember the brand new, the 10th head coach for the Dallas Cowboys. Brian Schottenheimer was the 1999 Syracuse Orange wide receivers coach. So how do you like that? A young Brian Schottenheimer cutting his teeth up here in the dome. Now he's doing whatever Jerry Jones says. And whatever Jerry Jones says is the law. Some fun Jerry Jones comments after Stephen A. telling us he don't like this. Shocker.
Down to is this. Brian Schottenheimer didn't even call plays for your Dallas Cowboys team last year. And you hired him as your head coach because somebody else that may have been more qualified, somebody else that may have been more capable, would have been too much for you to share. That's what this comes down to. So I expect more of the same from the Cowboys. You understand? And it's going to be that simple.
Who wants to take it?
Yeah. Guess what? Hey, plus, a more qualified coach would have like, no, I don't want Jason Witten on my staff. He's not qualified to be a coach. Let him put some time in, let him do X, Y, and Z, and then I'll have him. That's what we kept hearing. Now, we don't know if it's true, but Schefter and some of these other insiders have reported that that was one of the stipulations, that Jerry wanted Jason Witten on the staff. And here's the thing, guys, this is what I don't get. I did not hear Brian Schottenheimer's name mentioned in any of the coaches' search.
Yeah.
So, guys, we've all, hey, RC, you married, D.O., you married. At least y'all got somebody that somebody else wanted.
No question.
I see somebody,
I do not want him if nobody else wants him.
Nobody want him.
Yep.
What I want him for?
Nobody is mentioned him in however many years, man. He was on the Jets staff, the Seahawks staff, the Rams staff. I mean, name it. Name it. He was on USC for a while. It just, again, the dude didn't even call plays. But it's a very obvious puppet situation. He'll do whatever Jerry says, no matter what it is. Yep, Jason Witten on the staff, absolutely perfect. I think this came down to Deion said no, and then Jerry went, oh, S word. There ain't nobody else around. Because now his answer is, well, now his answer is like they haven't been off the damn wall this entire season. And now he's going on his press conferences today and talking about, you don't think I know how to coach out of the box? You don't think I can do things out of the box? You don't think I can hire out of the box? I can't get out of my comfort zone? What's funny is that Jerry, I think, immediately is starting to be like, oh, balls. Maybe this wasn't, all right, well, let me lean into it. He's doing what we're doing, but he's doing it in like a gaslighting type situation where he's like, terrible hire, right? This guy ain't going to be good at all, right? Huh? I don't even know what I'm doing, right? He ain't even going to be a good coach of the Dallas Cowboys. He ain't ever even been in conversation to be a head coach in the NFL. Huh? Right? This is going to be real bad. Like, yeah, Jerry, yes. Well, I don't understand. Yeah, it is, isn't it? What are you doing? But listen to his comments today, man. This dude, what a fella. I left the pauses in because he just pauses because I think the dials are turning.
Now, I get my proverbial ass kicked over needing people in my comfort zone. Without this thing being about me in any way,
what?
If you don't think I can't operate out of my comfort zone, you're so wrong. It's unbelievable. This is as big a risk as you could take.
Big risk, right? See what I'm doing?
As big a risk as you could take.
Yeah.
No head coaching experience.
What?
Let me share something with you.
That's a green flag?
With all of that, you've just heard him reference his osmosis, his family. Anybody in this room that doesn't believe the apple doesn't go far from the tree has missed it someplace down the road.
What? What?
Anybody in this room that doesn't believe the apple doesn't go far from the tree has missed it someplace down the road.
Oh, wait, never mind. That's absolutely the statement. That's absolutely the quote. That's the thing that everybody uses. Never mind. I'm crazy.
Anybody in this room that doesn't believe the apple doesn't go far from the tree has missed it someplace down the road. Especially if there was an effort to make it that way, and there was an effort. But then you go around to the countless numbers of coaches that Shotty has served on staff with and been around, the countless players. How often do you have someone that has 25, I'm going to say 25, it may be 26, of years of working through the human relationship and working, aspiring to learn, have his ears and eyes wide open and looking for techniques and looking for things that make coaches better?
Every single coach out there, Jerry. But this is the world we live in now. This is what's going on, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but now we got Brian Schottenheimer. And now we've got a guy that is the head coach that didn't even call the plays. He didn't even call the plays. All right. Moving on in the NFL here. Philadelphia, Washington. I think the refs were more on the side of the Eagles here than they were on the side of the Chiefs, but I digress. Just let anything happen to this one. It was an interesting game in the sense that this is not how I thought it would go. I mean, I'm probably in the minority. I just really thought that Jaden Daniels was going to keep pulling out some magic and that the Eagles weren't going to be able to do what they've done to every team so far in the NFL this year, which I know now that I say that out loud makes me sound like Jerry Jones. But Saquon Barkley, good job, New York Giants. New York Giants fans, here's Saquon Barkley running for 3 touchdowns in the NFC Championship game.
Under center on first down. He pitches it out to Barkley. Takes off to the outside. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's going to go. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 60 yards on his opening touch.
He touched it, and he took it to the house.
First play of the game for the Eagles.
They run a little toss. It's a counter with a toss action. He gets out on the left side.
Hurts on first down. Feeds Barkley. Off to the outside. His second touchdown of the game.
Speed. This is an outstanding job of just utilizing what God has given you. That play is designed to go to the inside.
Hurts takes the snap. He gives it to Barkley. Barkley runs wide. Touchdown! His third of the day!
Third of the game, but it's not a surprise to him. This is why he came to Philly.
When you signed here in free agency, did you think this would be a possibility to go to the Super Bowl your first year as an Eagle?
Of course, that's why I came here. It's one of the first conversations I had with Howie. That's a conversation I had with my family. And like I said last week, I came to Philly to be a part of games like this. And none better than a game where you can advance to the Super Bowl. So super excited about that. And it was a team effort. And give a shout out to all the guys on our team.
And that they did it. The Eagles moving on. Washington they didn't have the players to hang with the ridiculous ability that the skill position players of the Eagles had. Saquon, 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. A.J. Brown just overpowering the cornerbacks. All the audio sucked, but A.J. Brown going at Marshawn Lattimore, man. Those two just beating the crap out of each other. And you want to talk refs not going with any, they're being on the Chiefs side. How about that one where A.J. Brown rips off the helmet of the Commanders player, and then the Commanders player does the same, and the Commanders player is the only one. You offset penalties on that. But again, that's just me being an Eagles hater. I get it. No big deal. But yeah, 55-23. The best stat, I would imagine, for you fans of every single team out there would be that the Eagles had more rushing touchdowns in this game than the Dallas Cowboys had all season long. That's not good. Funny part of this game was the Commanders jumping 3 times. I don't know if you guys saw that, but 3 times the Commanders jumped when the Eagles were on the goal line, and then the ref, like a toddler, or punishing a toddler, had to come out and be like, if the Commanders do that again, I warn them that I'll let the Eagles score a touchdown. How about you just keep calling the penalty, jackass? I'll give them a score. How about you won't? It's the NFC Championship game, whether or not it's almost out of hand or not. You're just going to give them a score? No, just call the play, call the penalty. Over and over and over and over. I don't care if they get a centimeter from the goal line. It was just weird. I've never seen that before. And I guarantee you'll never, ever hear a ref say ever again that if they don't be nice, I will give the Eagles a touchdown. I get it. It was annoying. But still, it's just weird to hear that, right? Jalen Hurts after the game with SVP.
Well, I think it's all in the preparation. You know, those guys work their ass off preparing. Coach Stout does a great job keeping them ready, keeping them focused. And, you know, that's a tough situation to go through, man. And I think for Landon to even step up and step in how he did, take control of what he was doing, be in full control out there on the field, communicate like he has, stepping into that role. And then for Cam to come in the second half, definitely was shocked to see him out there. Didn't really know what was going on, but there was never a shadow of doubt because I know how those guys work. I know how bad they wanted to.
I think of your Super Bowl appearance, and in my opinion, Jalen, you weren't good in that game. You were great in that game, but you guys come up just fractionally short. You're familiar with that stage. How is it different in terms of knowing all that comes your way in these next few weeks as you guys head down to New Orleans?
Sometimes great isn't enough. But
yeah, and it might not be enough because now they go against the Chiefs. We'll talk all about that tomorrow. We'll come back, wrap it up, get the hell out of here on a Monday on the Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. That one got away from me a little bit with time. Whoops. I've only been doing this for several months now. I can't, Hey, sometimes it's all apples falling down the road. Sometimes it's all apples falling down the road. Well, I guess I can save all of this for tomorrow. We'll do Bill's stuff tomorrow. I know. I'm sorry, guys. Apples falling down a tree. Ooh. It's all apples falling down a tree, man. Hey. It does. You're right. Sports people talking nonsense is a global thing. I didn't think I would like doing it as much as I did. I was like, I'll do a sports show. That'll be fun to talk random things and things that aren't sports and stuff like that. And every day I prepare way more than I need to because there's so many sports to talk about. I would like to argue with some of you tomorrow, though. If anybody wants to call and argue about the Bills, I would very much like to argue on the side of the Chiefs for fun. So, keep that in mind. What do we got for Monday Night Raw tonight? Rules. Oh, Barry Monkey. You'll be happy to know that he will be on tonight. Dirty Dom, the best heel in the business. So, there you go, man. The boat show's back. We got to film commercials for it. We got to find those old boat show commercials that Josh and I and Paulie and everybody would do. Oh, my God. We used to do some funny-ass boat show commercials. Shit make you piss your pants. All right, we're back. Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Getting ready for the 315 with Brian Higgins. He is up next. Tomorrow we're going to do lots of Bills Chiefs post-game stuff and stuff from the game itself. So get ready for that tonight if you're feeling frisky. Some college basketball on. I think Duke plays whatever. But more importantly, Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Cody Rhodes is going to be there as we are less than a week away from the greatest wrestling spectacle there is, the Royal Rumble. He's got a ladder match on Saturday. Ladder matches are awesome. You've also got the War Raiders defending their championships against Dirty Dom. And probably, is it a... trying to think of what is it, J.D. McDonough, I think, of his brethren. So Dirty Dom will be in action. And then you've also got Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre tonight, probably in the main event. But what I'm sure you're all most looking forward to is Logan Paul making that Raw Netflix debut. Logan Paul on Raw. He's really awesome. I can't hate. As a person, trash. Wrestler, phenomenal. What am I going to do? What I'm going to do is see you tomorrow on The Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1.
I'm not picking against Kansas City.